going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to... Actually, no, I'll go down, right, left. Right, left. Bit of an unusual one, but well, that'll work. Okay. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Chronicle again, me, TheLonesomeRavidor. Now, guys and gals, you guys join me once again in Mount Gondor as we continue on, really for our little quest to see exactly what the hell's going on. And as well, to be fair, to finally make some fucking track on the amount of levels we have left. Anyway, so let's go on back here and pop on over to the next floor. Oh, another seal, nice, okay. Only Monica's magic. I have a strange feeling we won't be playing Monica at all, but oh well. Alright, let's have a look then. Because they're being awfully cheeky with them seals at the moment. They're like, oh, we'll put a seal on levels where, you know, you have to use one thing or the other. Yep, no surprise. Okay, two who they're on Earth. Okay, cool. This floor appears to have a blue seal on it. Monica's been chosen by the Blue Amelia. You cannot switch to her. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we really do need to switch over our weapons. At the moment, we're kind of armed with a golf club, which is not really that great of a weapon to use at the moment. But, yeah, so guys and gals, how's everyone doing today, ladies and gentlemen? I'm doing too bad myself. It's a usual little day. I haven't really done too much today, to be fair. Had like a little bit of a chill this morning. Had a fair amount of cleaning up to do. It's been about it. Nothing special really happened. You mother... Okay, excuse me. It's been a while since I played this game as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's been kind of like one of them casual little days. To be fair, I thought I'd finally get some recording done. I want to apologise as well, ladies and gentlemen, for my lack of video yesterday. I didn't intend to actually miss a video at all. I just been kind of a little bit busy with just general other stuff. I completely forgot about the map as well, and kind of got a bit distracted as well. And I've got a bit of a story to tell about my computer as well, as I had a bit of fun with that too. As I would, to be fair, if this issue didn't happen, I would have most likely been able to have a bit more recording backed up, and thus had a video for yesterday. But yeah, so to kind of like start off, like, should I start with the story, or should I... Yeah, why not start with that story? I'm kind of talking to myself, why not? But yeah, so basically, what happened was, guys and gals, on my computer originally, back in the day, I used to have, well, not back in the day, it was literally about like 3 days ago, I used to have a cracked copy of Windows on there, and so that was Windows 7. The only reason I had that on there, because of, like, rather than buying like, a proper copy, was because, before when I had my computer built, I didn't actually have enough money to actually, like, because I used to work in McDonald's and stuff like that, and I didn't really earn too much money from that as a whole, and I only really, like, saved up and just barely enough to actually be able to buy my own, like, built computer. So, okay, that was a bit of a close one. Yeah, so basically, like, I only really, like, barely managed to save up enough money to kind of, like, buy my own, like, ooh, okay, I kind of worried this might happen, but, man, we don't have too much health, do we? That's not good. Oh, well, we'll try our best, Alright, how do we block again? Oh, okay, whoa. Okay, arm and block, okay. Oh, okay. How do I block again? Completely let myself get hit. Why not? Alright. Excuse me, Mimic. Kick him in the dick. There we go. Alright, Steam guy on. More like Steam Pusatron. Oh, I don't even know. Alright, but yeah, so basically, back in the day, I can actually afford a proper copy of Windows, because, like, that was back when Windows 7 was kind of a big one. I think Windows 8 was probably out by the time I built the computer, and, yeah, so, like, I'd spent all my money on, kind of, like, parts and stuff, making, like, an actually half-decent one, and I didn't really have enough money, like, left over to actually be able to afford to actually go out and actually buy Windows 2, you know, I mean, Windows 7 or whatever it was, but, so basically, I had a cracked copy on there, and, recently, just all of a sudden, like, since I moved to my new place, my computer's acting a bit strange, and all of a sudden it started saying about how, my copy of Windows on my computer wasn't genuine, and, well, I mean, as much as I knew about this, it was still a bit of a shock at the same time, because I was like, okay, it hasn't really ever said this before, and, yeah, so basically, something started saying that, and I was like, alright, so I let it kind of do its stuff for a bit, and after a while, it just wouldn't let me do a single thing on my computer. Well, when I say single thing, I mean, it would let me, like, browse in there, I could upload videos, I could do some stuff, but eventually it made my copy of Adobe Premiere crash as well, which completely kind of threw me off course as well, because that meant I couldn't even edit videos or anything like that at all. Then my, like, recording software kind of went tits up as well, and it was like, oh great, everything's kind of going a bit wrong, and yeah, so it was a little bit awkward and stuff like that, so it was a bit hard to kind of do anything on my computer as a whole. So what I basically had to do in the end was, I tried to work my way around it, like, I'm not gonna lie, I did try and see if there's anywhere I could sort of get a code or whatever it was to kind of, like, make the computer think I had a legitimate copy, but it was much harder than it was worth, and I thought in the end, I just may as well go out and buy Windows, and yeah, so that's really what I had to do in the end, and I actually went up buying Windows 10 in the end, which is quite nice, but at the same time it was a bit gutting, because obviously they did have that thing at one point where you could upgrade to Windows 10 entirely for free, And it was a big garant that I had to buy it in the end, because obviously like my computer copy wouldn't actually let me upgrade for free, because basically what happened was at one point it was actually upgrading my computer for free to Windows, and I was like, oh, that's quite cool, but at the same time I was like, I'm not really too fussed, because I didn't really want it, because I liked Windows 7, it was quite simple, so I was quite used to it. I probably got bonked in the head by a fucking rifle wolf then. But basically what happened was, like, I just declined the upgrade. It reverted me back to Windows 7, and then I think it was like a week or so before I actually moved out, and basically what happened was after that, like, excuse me, Steam guy, you stop fucking, you've gooed me, fam, you've gooed me. Oh, and we're moving real slow, bloody hell, that's really slow. Yeah, so basically, like, yeah, so we, when I, like, it was about, like, a week before I moved out, like, that, I had that, like, free upgrade thing come back, and I, like, declined it. And I think it must have been just, like, when I moved out, like, maybe my internet provider kind of, like, grasped me up or something like that, something like that. I generally have no idea, like, I don't really know how it kind of works or anything like that at all, but, like, I'm guessing, it might have been due my new provider or what, but I generally have no idea, but, yeah, like, basically all of a sudden it was just started saying about the ungenuine thing. I was like, great, so I had to still deal with all that and stuff like that. But, I mean, in the end, I'm actually kind of happy that I bought it in a sense, because it is now, like, as I have a legitimate copy, I don't have to worry about getting the, like, illegitimate copy, getting cracks, getting codes and all that stuff. And it was just so much easier now, like, just having it and buying it and stuff like that. I got, like, a cheeky little 5% discount as well, because I'm a student too, so it's pretty good, it's pretty good. And I actually also went out and actually also treated myself to, not went out, I got this online. I treated myself to, Adobe Premiere Pro as well as an actual, like, the legitimate version, because the copy I had before on my my PC was actually a cracked copy as well, and so basically as soon as I installed my new copy of Windows 10, it didn't like me having a cracked copy of that as well, so I had to basically go out and get a subscription to that too, so that was a bit of fun as well, but it wasn't too bad. I wasn't really too sad about that as well, to be fair, because I was kind of viewing that in the same kind of light as I was with Windows 10 as well. It's like, at least I have it and stuff like that, so I'm actually able to kind of, like, do it. Like, I'm able to be up to date, and I'll get updates and stuff like that as well. So it's nothing, like, kind of, like, I haven't missed out on anything too much anyway, so, okay. But, yeah, so that's kind of been my adventure with my computer anyway, so it kind of, like, held me back a little bit, because I didn't really expect all that stuff to happen. So officially, I think this is actually the very first time I've actually recorded on Windows 10, I think, anyway, so, yeah, so it's a bit of fun anyway, so, it's not too bad anyway. I can't really complain at all, to be fair, because I don't really, because it is entirely my fault as to why it happened, if it makes sense. I'm not mad at Microsoft, because it's all fairness. They run their business. They need to kind of, like, you know, they have their reasons to charge you for stuff like that, and it's a good software. I do actually quite like Windows 10. I mean, it's not like a huge, like, if I'd paid for Windows 7 and I paid for an upgrade to Windows 10, I would have been a little bit mad, because basically, like, it's just not that big of a difference, if it makes sense. Like, I really like Windows 7. I thought it was quite simplistic, and this is very, very close to it. So I think, in a sense, like, if I'd upgraded between the two just like that, like actually paid money to go from Windows, like, we'll say Windows 7 to Windows 10, I would have been a little bit mad, I have to admit, because the fact is, it's just not, like, it's not that huge of a difference, if it makes sense. But as I, like, never actually paid for a copy of Windows 7 at all, I'm not that mad at all, to be fair, you know what I mean? I'm sort of very, very accepting, like, you know, it is what it is, but yeah. It did kind of set me back a little bit, because obviously my money kind of set a situation at the moment, since I've moved out, it's been a bit more, I would say, strenuous, if that makes sense, and so I've been trying to sort of save money where I can. So this is that, like, it was me spending like £95 on Windows. It's like, oh no, I don't want to do it. So yeah, it's a bit of a depressing time. Alright, excuse me, thank you. Give me your XP, please. Alright, excuse me, motherfucker. Alright, I actually have no idea what, like, because I know one of our weapons actually leveled up a second ago, and I was kind of like talking away to completely blank the fact that it did. Quickly open up this bad boy. We've actually plowed through this floor pretty quickly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we've actually sort of just managed to boss past most of it. Okay. Goodbye, Savage Ram. More like Savage Hot Dane. I don't know. Alright. There we go. Look, Rifle Wolf, look. Fam, look, just, let's get this out of the way, come on. Just come close to me, alright? Come on, come on. Oh! Okay, I was trying to, like, proper guard then as well, because I didn't want to kind of risk getting hit like that. Because, oh, okay. The only reason I don't want to risk getting hit is because I ain't got too much health left, so I'm trying to be very, careful about it all. But, yeah, so that was kind of my adventures in Windows anyway like that, so that was a bit of fun to have to deal with all that stuff, but it's something, it's so weird, like, you'd think, like, I mean, sort of, not even, like, saying, like, you guys would personally think the same way, but, like, I'd think even myself would be a little bit mad at having to spend that kind of money on something I didn't have to buy, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what, it's good to be kind of legitimate for a change, stuff like that, so, you know. But yeah, so that does actually mean that I'm kind of like, maybe my software might run a bit better now for that. I've kind of like sort of like patterned things out a bit better, like where things are saved to on my computer and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be a bit more smart things to make sense. But yeah, okay. Alright, excuse me, fam. Okay. Alright, let's just play it like Bloodborne. Let's just get these guys out of the way. Actually, ooh, my health is going down. Okay. Alright, so this is... Oh, actually, oh, I got bread! I got bread! Yeah! Saved by the bread! Oh, okay. Alright. Excuse me, Savage Ram. Savage Ram, time to die. I also actually did realise we actually have some fish as well. I didn't actually think about it before, so if I really need to in a second, I can also obviously cook those bad boys up. But I'm still going to play it extremely safe. Time to die, Rifle Wolf. You rifled your last wolves. Alright, pick up that bad boy XP. Hey, there we go, nicely done. Monster is defeated. But yeah, so that was my main kind of like story as such, if that makes sense. That was kind of like a bit of not a big bit of fun, but it's kind of an entertainment title. Oh my god, I can't speak. Why are you telling us that? Okay, that's a bit strange. You can place SPHEDA on this floor. I would not like to go just do SPHEDA just yet. We'll just quickly pick up this bad boy stuff now. I liked how it just then told us as well, like how to actually leave the place as well. That's a very unusual thing for it to tell us, but okay. Yeah, so like, yeah, so really that's my only kind of like big bit of news of like what's really been going on for myself. I think I mentioned in a previous episode how I bought Overwatch. I recently also bought Bloodborne and, what was it called? Witcher 3 as well on PlayStation. The only reason I actually went out and got them, to be fair, was because, I had my eye on Overwatch for a while now because I thought it actually did look quite good, and I actually won a little phone from my workplace, and basically I kind of traded that bad boy, and that got me about well, it included like about £20 of credit I already had on my game card. Game being like a retailer for games, no surprise. I used about £20 of that, plus like the phone I got, like I traded that in. I think I got like about 70 quid for that as well, and I basically just kind of lose all that credit. Oh. No! Ah, titties. Okay, that's not good. wasn't really a good shot for me there, I have to admit, but oh well. Alright. Let's give it a go again. Alright. So like this I don't want to be gentle, but like I think that's kind of the best way to do it. Okay. Oh fuck, I didn't realize there was a hole there. Okay, that wasn't really good. That was not that good at all. That's very, very disappointing. Oh dear, I'm not. My mind isn't really not like on the ball for SPHEDA today, I have to admit. But yeah, so that's really been my kind of like only real kind of big story at the moment. Oh bloody hell, that was almost gone again. All right, so let's. I have a strange feeling this won't probably go in. Let's give it a go about like there maybe about there. I'm gonna give it a full bloody peg and give it a good wacko, and maybe that might just possibly in the yeah, I'll accept that as a true and utter failure for myself, that is. Anyway, let's go on, mosey on back. But yeah, so really that's been kind of about it. Oh no, sorry, talking about Overwatch and stuff like that. Yeah, so I kind of traded in that stuff. I wound up picking up them free. I wasn't actually even going to get Witcher free. I only really got it because I bought Bloodborne, and because I bought Bloodborne, which was half price, so I was like, I may as well. And yeah, so I've kind of like been playing a fair amount of Bloodborne recently, and a pretty large amount of Overwatch as well. I have to admit, I've really fallen. I completely clicked on the wrong one there. Sorry about that, Max. Let me just try again. But no, I've completely fallen in love with good old Bloodborne recently, though. I've been playing so much of that. I've been having so much fun with it, too, so it's been quite good. Proceed to the next floor? Yes, please. Let's go! Yeah. But, yeah, so it's been a ton of fun, to be fair. Apparently, like, Bloodborne is arguably like, considered one of the hardest ones of, like, the Dark Souls series and stuff like that, and, like, I mean, it's not been that hard. I have to admit, there's been points at which I've kind of struggled and stuff like that, but I've kind of just plowed on and sort of just plowed through it or something like that. But I don't know, maybe it's just because I've been quite lucky and stuff like that, but I don't know. I mean, in offense, these kind of games, you don't really kind of get luck and stuff like that. Mountain baddie appears. Ooh, damn son. But yeah, so I've been having a fair amount of fun with that. I mean, some of you guys might actually remember me talking about me playing Bloodborne before. Only reason being actually bought a copy was because I borrowed the old copy off my other copy. The other copy I was playing on before off a friend, and I just realised what we did. Oh, hello. You are a burger, okay. A large old chap you are, aren't you? Bloody hell, okay. Take a... Okay, that was surprisingly easy, okay. Anyway, we best kind of like look at our weapons at the moment, to be fair, because I think it was this that we're leveled up. Bloody hell, 12, okay. I must have plowed for a couple of levels there then. Okay, sorry, I was going to stun for a sec there. So lightning, cyclone, beast, and scale. So if we give it a 3 of the cyclone, just to see if that might kind of boost up a little bit more. But yeah, so I borrowed my old copy of Bloodborne from a friend of mine, and I thought I'd buy myself another copy so we could go co-op and stuff like that, because the game's pretty fun on co-op, to be fair. Like, he completed the game a good couple of times now, and they can sting. Oh, it actually stings on poison, does that? Oh, that's pretty cool. I remember actually leveling this up to do that, but I can't actually remember actually having that effect, but oh well. Anyway, so, more Cyclone? Okay, more Cyclone is coming up, so we'll give it another 3 load of Cyclone, because I can imagine it might be maybe 50 is how much we need, but we'll see. But yeah, so like, yeah, so I've been playing a fair amount of Bloodborne and stuff like that, and I've been having fun playing Overwatch as well. I've kind of like found my go-to character in Overwatch as well. Like, I really love playing Torbjorn, or Torbjorn. I can never pronounce that right, to be fair. But which, in all fairness, I can imagine some of you guys will be like, seriously, Jordan? Oh my god, that character? I'm not sure if any of you are actually American at all. No idea why I kind of did a general American accent to you guys then. But oh well. But basically, like, Torbjorn is a bit of like an unusual one. If you guys haven't played Overwatch before, it's kind of like a character where it's quite easy to get play the game just by being a bit of a bitch with the character. Like, because the turret does do a lot of work for you. Basically, Torbjorn is a character which kind of like makes a turret and stuff like that, and he kind of just sort of like just repairs the turret and kind of beefs himself up, and then kind of just fights like that. And yeah, like, I mean, I've just sort of just generally enjoyed playing as him. Maybe because I'm a little bitch. Maybe that actually could kind of explain it a little bit. But I don't know. I've generally kind of just enjoyed playing as him. I don't know why, but yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I do actually really enjoy Overwatch. That's a very good old game. Sweet. So that really didn't do too much. We definitely beefed up our Cyclone a lot, but we haven't really got too much in the kind of the way of other stuff. The hell was that? What was that? Wait, well, hang on. What? That sounded really weird. I sounded like I made like a spanking noise there. I was like, whoosh. I was like, okay. Oh yeah, so this one's actually reached max, hasn't it now? That's pretty cool. Do we actually have any like skill points for this at the moment? We don't know. No synthesis points for that one. And do we have any for her little Gemmy Gem? We do. Okay. Do we have any attack crystals? I really doubt we do. I don't actually have that much stuff at the moment, to be fair. Does this do any? Doesn't do any attack. Does this do any attack? No, it doesn't do any attack. Does this do any attack? It doesn't do any attack as well. Okay. I keep kind of forgetting about these bloody gems and stuff, because these really could probably come in handy if you're doing something with my other stuff, like other other weapons too. But okay, that one's gonna have to kind of stay as it is for now. Then, all right, let's continue on to do our stuff. But yeah, so guys and gals, really in all fairness, that's kind of like the summary of some of the news and stuff like that. But the big news, the big old stuff, which we should really be talking about, is good old E3. Now I know a majority of you guys and gals probably like, oh, bloody hell, Jordan. Oh, bloody hell, Jordan. I don't know why any of you actually sound that British, but well. But I can imagine a lot of you guys might be a little bit tired of people talking about E3. I know probably like your friends have been, like your YouTubers you watch probably been talking about E3 as well. But I mean, it's probably my time to kind of talk about it as well. You know, why not? Kind of talk about some of the stuff I'm kind of looking forward to. In all fairness, like, there isn't actually a huge amount. Oh, okay. We'll switch to Ride Pod for this bad boy. But there isn't really like a huge amount of stuff I'm kind of looking forward to. Holy moly. Bloody hell, okay, that was... This weapon is super powerful, like, Adam as well has been commenting on how I've been... that is the best weapon you can get, well, second best weapon apparently for, good old Steve, but bloody hell, it's powerful. Anyway, but yeah, so like, E3 obviously got announced, all the bunch of stuff got announced at E3, sorry, and, to be fair, like, there wasn't actually a huge amount of stuff I was, like, super, like, oh my god, about, to be fair. Like, there's some things I was kind of interested in, like, say, for example, like, Dishonored 2, I'm quite intrigued to see how that goes. At the same time, I'm definitely not going to buy it, because I loved Dishonored 1, I played the shit out of it, I still want to platinum and stuff like that, so I want to go back and finish it, but at the same time, like, it's sort of like, I don't know, I don't view it as, I wouldn't really view it as a game I'm like desperate to get a sequel for. I just thought the first one was alright, and I thought the second one probably will be alright too, even though I'm not gonna lie, I did adore the first one, but it was very, I don't know, I mean, I don't know, it's very hard to kind of explain how I really feel about it, to be fair, but, alright, what I'm actually gonna do though, is I'm actually gonna quickly just grill up. Yeah, sorry buddy, I'm just gonna quickly just munch on you, sorry chap. He's like, he's just crying as he sort of like, wait, view password, what? Vanilla pop. Okay. I don't know what it means by view password, but that's okay. But yeah, so really like, yeah, as I said, like just on two sort of kind of like me ones I'm sort of like slightly interested in. There's things like obviously Last Guardian, which I'm kind of mad hyped for, to be fair. So I say mad hype for, like, I'm kind of just generally interested in it, to be fair. Like, I'm not like super duper, oh my god, it's gonna be amazing. At the same time, I'm not like super like, meh. I'm sort of like very, I don't know, I might get it, I might not. It's probably only one of them kind of ones I might hope like a friend of mine will buy, and so I'm just sort of let's like borrow off him in all fairness without me having to spend any money on it. But I don't really know, like, to be fair, like how I really feel about that. But the big one, ladies and gentlemen, the absolute big one, the tremendous one, which we really should all be looking forward to. I'm kind of a bit annoyed because I didn't actually realize this was here because this will most likely heal my health. Is obviously Resident Evil 7, ladies and gentlemen. Now, obviously Resident Evil 7, is, by the looks of it, finally seems like the one game which is actually finally going to finally come up and kind of live up to its predecessors. Now, obviously a lot of people kind of like at the moment are kind of comparing it to the likes of like PT, like the general kind of Silent Hill like frame, like frame of mind. It seems to be what the Resident Evil game is kind of going for this time, and I mean, that's kind of a good step, if that makes sense. I really don't blame them for doing that kind of stuff, because like they clearly would have seen like how well PT just did, like this, like based on like media and stuff like that, like without even like making any money. The amount of downloads that bloody game probably would have got was pretty just crazy just based on that alone. And like it's just kind of like one of those things which kind of amazes me that like they've been so inspired and stuff like that, they actually have wanted to take the same kind of steps, which I think in all fairness is definitely the way they've kind of taken it. I don't think they've gone the way of saying, hey, this is really good, we'll just copy that in the same way. I think they've definitely gone for the way of just sort of saying, you know, they're trying to be a bit more yay, nice. They're trying to be a bit more like inspired than kind of like thieves, if that makes sense. But yes, I'm insanely excited for the Resident Evil 7. If you guys and gals have known my channel for a while now, you know I absolutely fucking adore the Resident Evil series. I'll use a key, please. But no, I absolutely adore the Resident Evil series. I've loved them for a very long time. They've been literally kind of like, they're literally a series which has grown up with me ever since I was younger. And yeah, like I absolutely adore the things. Like I'm really excited for this one as well. And as well, a huge thing for this one, by looks of it, which can mean like insanely cool for us, the fact that it's very much like PT, is obviously the fact that this one is now going to be VR compatible. Now, VR is something which has never intrigued me at all. It's never interested me at all. Like, I mean, I thought it's kind of like interesting. Sorry, I basically lied just then. I was like, it's not intriguing, but I've been interested. But like, I've always found it generally like, you know, it looks kind of interesting, but doesn't look super cool at the same time. Like, I've never been like kind of like, oh my god, I really want to use VR. But like, now seeing that Resident Evil 7 is gonna be on VR, I'm definitely buying PlayStation VR for like without a doubt. Like back in the day, like when like the HTC Vive came out, when I had some money, I was kind of like maybe like I wouldn't mind getting this, but I just kind of like just try it out. But then I've tried out like the Samsung headset VR and stuff like that, which is made by Oculus, and which like has the Samsung like handset in the front of the device itself, and that's how it kind of works as a whole. I don't know if that's how the HTC Vive works as well, but I generally have no idea. But yeah, like the Samsung one was okay. I just found it like not too like HD and stuff like that. But I'm kind of really hoping that the it was, oh no, my weapons have been destroyed. Indestructible coin. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So it's sort of like it's sort of, yeah, it's generally something like this that kind of never appealed to me whatsoever. But now it's kind of like just suddenly put in front of me that's like next to something I really really like. It's like, oh my god, I've got to play it. So yeah, so I'm generally really quite excited to sort of like see how that really comes out and stuff like that, and kind of like how it sort of like comes along. And the annoying thing is, I actually kind of found this out recently when I was sort of like researching over PlayStation VR. You actually have to have like the PlayStation camera, PlayStation Move and stuff with it as well. It's like, oh, great. But like as a whole, the PlayStation VR is fucking expensive. I didn't actually realize how expensive it was until I actually looked it up. Like it's about £350 for the actual kit, which is like about the price of like a new console these days, which is crazy. But basically my goal at the moment, because Resident Evil won't come out until about like January 2017. To be fair, I can imagine it'll probably get delayed after that as well, because that's just generally how these kind of games works. So pretty if it gets delayed and stuff like that as well, it'll probably come out a little bit later. And the good thing is as well, as I only really want VR for one single game, I don't really have to get VR until that actual game comes out. Well, I don't even have to get it then if I don't want to, but like if like in my mindset anyway, like the best way I'd see it is like I'd want to get it when that comes out as well. So yeah, so I'm kind of like intrigued to see if they will maybe like do any packages at all, or maybe like it'll be cheaper at all by that point, because obviously if it's $350 on launch, I'm hoping that maybe like quite a while afterwards it might be a lot cheaper, but I guess we'll see anyway. But yeah, in all fairness, it's so hard to kind of judge like the market for VR at the moment, if that makes sense, because like if you were to sort of like look at what the history we have had of VR in the past, like we had the Oculus, which had kind of like a big boost, but like if you look back in the past before, there was the Virtual Boy and stuff like that as well, like which kind of like back in the day we tried to, well, as a race, I never tried myself, and try to just kind of like enforce this VR thing to kind of like feel like we're a futuristic race and stuff for that. And it just, about what I know, it just didn't, it felt kind of flat on its face, to be fair. Like, no one really bought it that much. I think it sort of did okay, but it didn't do that great. And at the moment, I just don't know how the VR market's gonna like survive at the moment, because it's expensive as shit. Like, buying the Oculus and stuff like that is a bloody expensive device. Buying HTC Vive, I think it's a bit more kind of like reasonable. I think the Vive is probably the most reasonable price of the lot. And then obviously the most reasonable priced one of the whole thing is buying like a Google cardboard thing, you know what I mean, where you just literally put your phone in the front, done. It's like, I don't know, so it's very like, I don't know, I just find it very strange that like the devices and stuff like that are so expensive now. I just don't see how they're gonna kind of survive, if that makes sense. But I guess they've got so many huge companies and stuff backing them, like HTC obviously have HTC and stuff like that, and like Sony obviously have themselves, and your Oculus are just being the powerhouse company they are, like obviously recently been bought out by Facebook as well, so it's like they've got so much money behind them, they'll be okay, but it's like, I just don't see it as a fundamentally like kind of like good business to kind of invest into, if that makes sense at the moment. That's my own viewing anyway, but I just don't see how, I don't see how they've kind of got like a good plan of sort of like how everyone will want one. Like the good thing about like PlayStations, the good thing about Xboxes, the good thing about even PCs is everyone kind of in a sense either needs one or wants one, you know what I mean? Like everyone will either need a console to entertain the kids, need a console to entertain themselves, or want a console to entertain themselves, whatever it is. But like, it's sort of like they just sort of like, it's the kind of like PCs and consoles kind of always like satisfactorily like meet the quota of what people want and need, and like mix them both of them really really well. And like the thing is like with VR experiences, there's no like kind of like need for that, if that makes sense. Like I don't think that, although a lot of people are excited for it, I don't think there's gonna be enough people actually wanting to actually buy it, like actually shell out the money to purchase it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be intrigued for that to actually see what happens. But my plan for actually getting VR myself, I know talking about like saying oh no one will buy it, and I'm saying oh yeah I'll buy it. My plan for actually getting VR is what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go I'm gonna try and platinum as many of my games as I possibly can. Like all my games I've been saying, oh I'm gonna platinum this, I'm gonna platinum that, blah 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 blah. Now I'm going to trade them in as much as I can. I'm going to trade them in and kind of like just kind of reserve as much of my credit as I can. And like obviously when the VR comes out, I'm just going to basically try and use as much of my credit as I can to kind of just make it as cheap as possible, if that makes sense. Sorry, when it's not when VR comes out, I mean when Resident Evil comes out, so I can get the whole kind of shabam in one go and hopefully have a bunch of credit on me as well. So I mean, especially as that'll be, you know, till...
That takes care of you guys.
Sorry, I was gonna let him, good old, oh, close his eyes for a sec there. You can now place feather on this floor. Yeah, sure, why not? I think that absorbed up the XP. Ooh, this is a cheeky one. But yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like intriguing to see like if that actually will kind of go that well at all like that. But yeah, but obviously, sorry, what I was saying before is in like the I can't fucking think what I was saying. Me buying one, yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for like just kind of trading as much of my games as I can. Like when I've kind of like finished them as soon as I can, just so they kind of have the best monetary value and stuff like that. And yeah, so sort of like just slowly builds up like that. Anyway, so sorry, I'm kind of like miles away at the moment. So I think it's just literally kind of just in that nook, just in there. Give that a good wallop like that. Bit much of, I think it's a bit too much of a wallop. Oh, but wait, oh, did I just? I don't know if I just Oh my word, that could not have been more beautiful. Well, actually, it could have been much more beautiful. It could have gone straight in, but oh well. Alright, okay, so if I give it a gentle nudge, because I know if because it has to be opposite colour, doesn't it? So if I, might be a bit too gentle. Okay, give it a, boop. Okay, bouncy. Oh, titties. Okay. Oh, okay. Because it does have to be opposite colour, right? I always forget it. It's terrible, I always forget this. Okay, so if I give it like a boop and give it a, that's too powerful. Oh shite! Ah, bollocks! All right, oh well. But yes, that's kind of my kind of little plan to actually eventually get VR and stuff like that. And I'm not too sure if like when it comes out, we'll actually do any videos on it. I would love to do a Resident Evil 7 Let's Play and stuff like that, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to because I like having my, the reason I didn't ever do like a Dragon Quest Heroes Let's Play, the reason I didn't ever do like a Just Cause 3 one or a Mad Max one, is mainly because of the fact like I actually genuinely want to experience the games myself, if that makes sense. Like, I really love playing these kind of games, like sort of like older ones with you guys, but newer ones which I really want to sort of see a raw first-hand experience for. Like, I wanted to kind of like do it by myself, if that makes sense. Whereas this one I didn't mind because I'm generally kind of enjoying this as much as I am now as I would by myself. I don't know if you guys get what I mean, but it's like I just kind of want to kind of like, you know, just enjoy, I don't know, just sort of like just relaxing by myself and playing it rather than have to worry about speaking, editing and all that stuff and getting on time and stuff like that. But you know what I mean, I don't know, I'm just sort of rambling on at the moment, but yeah. But I'm excited for it. I'm generally very, very excited to see how Resident Evil 7 comes out. Apparently, at the moment, the demo which they have on the store, that actual demo is actually not officially the one that's going to be actually inside of the actual game. Apparently, that's going to be just sort of like just demonstrating what the game's going to be like. And then the demo itself won't, the actual level won't actually be in the game, which in all fairness has actually helped me actually want to play the demo, because actually a friend of mine was like, hey, you should play the demo, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, nah, I'd rather not. I'd rather wait till the game comes out. Because I'm kind of weird like that. Like, I like the idea of just sort of having just to sort of wait, just not even play, like, because the demo always highlights the best part of the game, and I'm always like, I always like to sort of wait until I play the game to see the best part of the game for the first hand, if it makes sense, rather than having played the best part, playing the game again, seeing that same part again. It's quite, you know, a little bit like a, I kind of like just sort of don't want to spoil the experience for myself. But yeah. Anyway, guys and gals, I'm gonna shut up. I've rambled so much during this episode. I apologize for the late episode. Obviously, today it's been a kind of busy day for me. Sorry, I explained the whole reason why the videos were delayed yesterday. I kind of like took a little while to record today, and basically I'm just kind of a big schmuck, and you know, you guys know how I am. And yeah, so guys and gals, thanks so much for watching. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys are beautiful. Honestly, thank you guys for all so much for the support for the channel recently. You guys have been absolutely beautiful, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode very, very soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I'm TheLonesomeRavidor, and once again, you guys are beautiful and amazing as per ever. Hope you guys have a lovely day, night, or afternoon, or whatever you guys are doing right now. And yeah, so c'est la vie, hasta vista, and goodbye. Watch out.